everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. After RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Who's going to take off here? Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First and 10 now for the offense. The push for out left complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The key to a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the hit just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And it's a bunch formation. He'll hand it off. And he'll run out of bounds. Pick up a few yards on the play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So they keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch, and he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Looking for 6. It's incomplete, barely in the goal line.
That might just seem to sail on. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick pass, the catch is made. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kurt.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown. Couldn't have scripted it any better.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set down.
Good job with the offensive line, giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw, and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gets into space at the 50. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Little mistakes. More than enough for a first down.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's possible to discourage with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play.
Nice job here on this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminole. Tight end is wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Extra points puts the Alouettes. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Alabama offense on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. As big as he grew, good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The ball is picked off. And a tackling right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, but he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They plunged it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made wide open way downfield. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now is getting set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And then in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Move center down to the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. 0 running room, stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but I'm really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this, what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Catch all in here over the middle. If it was tackling, though, not a solid gain on that pass.
Every time you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
We go with a correct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play without pulling it out, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pops it down in the back. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark.
I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. This national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's when they'll start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in the last possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Run by this back from Florida State. And he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That's an important first down on that running play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. It's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it in the 30.
Oh my gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, in Florida State.
They make the stop running the ball carrier down.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw.
Quick, there's great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Third and short now for the offense from the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Well, in most of these counters, you leave the in man in the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. And the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, nice throw by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown. No. So along with the scoring drive, great execution, the championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The spread area over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
When they're finding some space there, that's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Important second down play coming up. It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Downfield shot. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Here's the second down play. They'll try the right here. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn, the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Seminoles were right on to put it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Very efficient, precise. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Catch made on the out route.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitches delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
He's hit as he throws it. And a flag is down as the pass ball is incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forget about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Return blocked down. Sets up the next drive.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple of plays before the half. Hand it off for a draw. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. And a good number called. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass. His time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has a halftime update. Alabama will give it on to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll get the first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even the first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him, forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll give it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Seminoles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
How about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up and back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swerving to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. You
in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
And the Knowles are in the red zone. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Nowhere to run. Look around him for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack.
Oh, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. Can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete. Just hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Field goal try. No good. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they're moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown to bury at least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the Alabama offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. That's a strong stiff arm. He shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Right behind the quarterback, line in the pistol. the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. The tight end has got it. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Seminoles have first and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Good. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The Seminoles offense is on the move now. Looking to throw again. The short completion to the tight end. Makes the first down and pays the price big at the end.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun, looking for the wideout. And is intercepted.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have the speed, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be in the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball. They're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They're tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Pressure is coming. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the good throw off the play fake. Punt team ready to boot it away.
On to punt it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is dropped in complete with a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The Noles keep the football on the move.
Hey, it's a nice technique. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
As any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but it's a solid gain on the play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And the Noles getting set on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker. Path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return.
this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Only a small game. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
First down here for this offense. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy, once again, gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He shreds the tackle. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Getting set, second down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the punt team now going to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And he's got it at the 15. And the return brought down by the coverage team.
And the Florida State offense will take over 1st and 10.
State offense heads back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. But he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. There's a wide-open receiver complete. They tackle him for the 48. That's enough for a first down. They're going to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't come on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's an outbound. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain of 4. Pick up a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's caught across the middle. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to create outside the pocket now. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact, but doesn't have enough for the 1st down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just before his part. Now you got to execute the onside kick, Kirk, to give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Both special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, hey, anything can happen.
Extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.